Hi and welcome. Today I'm going to be showing you a new bracelet that I've created, and this bracelet is the Lacy Dragonscale. You can do it in several sizes. This is the smallest size it can be done in. This is a medium size, and this is the full loom size. So let's get started. I'm going to start off by showing you the smallest size, and that's done on 4 pins. I will be showing you how to do this in another video on a fork and in the smallest size, and then I will show you how to do it on 2 forks. I'm starting out with 2/8 on the 4 pins. No, kitty cat, you cannot come up. And then on the opposite pin in the middle, I'm going to do another 8 in between. And then I'm going to grab my hook, and I'm going to pull this up and over to the back, up and over to the back. This one, I always forget about this, sorry. I usually twist this 2 times, not just 1 time. If you don't, it ends up pulling off. It doesn't pull off as nicely. So always twist this bottom one 2 times, not just 1 time. Alright, push everything down, and then I'm putting a second one here in the middle, and I'm going to pull it over again, up and over to the back, up and over to the back, push it down again, and then I'm doing it a 3rd time, up, over to the back, up, over to the back, push everything down. Now I'm switching to my outside. I'm doing the same thing. Up, around to the back, around to the back. I'm going to do this one 3 times. Every time I switch from the inner to the outer, I'm doing it 3 times. So we got 1. This is 2. Push it down, and then this is 3. And then we're going to go back, once we're done this, to the middle. And we're going to do 3 in the middle again and start our pattern all over again. Alright, and then rather than have you watch me repeat the pattern over and over again, if you don't understand the pattern, you're going to rewind and you're going to watch it again. Because all I'm doing is repeating from here on out. I'm doing 3 blues on the inside. After I'm done doing all 3 of these blues, this is 2. This makes 3. I would go to the outside and put the purples on and do 3 purples, pull them all over. Then I would go to the inside, 3 blues, pull them over. And as you see, it starts doing the pattern in the back. Alright, now I'm going to show you how to do more than just 4 pegs. You're just going to do however many you want now for whatever size you want. You go all the way across the bar for this. Pull my bands apart here. I'm going to show you how to do 4. But this can be whatever count you want. It doesn't have to be the same count as I'm doing. I'll show you with 3. just for time's sake. I'm doing 3. I could keep going and go all the way across if I wanted. So you go across however many you want, and then you just start your blues, or whatever your next color is going to be. And then you're going to lift over your bottom ones. Oh, always remember the bottom ones. This end one should always be twisted twice. If it's not, you'll see it. It pops off. It comes off strange if you don't twist that end one twice. And you're just going to start lifting them over like you did if it was 3. Then you're going to put 3 of the middle ones on, one at a time, 3 rows. This is our second row. Pull it up and over to the back. Get it more from the front so you can see what I'm doing from the top. Out, up, and over. Push it down. One more row. I think this one's easier to do and more forgiving, easier to keep track of than the original Dragonscale design that I did. I think you're going to find it's much easier to do a larger cuff with this. Okay, so I've got 3 rows of the blue. Now I'm going to switch to the purple. Because when you're doing the larger Dragonscale cuff, it pops off easier. It's harder to keep track of where you're at with that one. With this one, it's easier to keep track of where you're at. It's easier to do one solid color if you want, or multicolor. It's just a much easier design to do. And I like the way it turns out. I like the laciness of it. Now this one you're going to do all the way across, just like the other one. And you're pulling the blue over for the first row. Just your 2 end pieces. Push everything down, and you're doing 3 rows, just like every time you're doing 3 of the same color, or 3 of the same row if you're using different colors. Okay, you should have the idea by now. So I will do 3. I would do 3 of this row, then I would switch back and do 3 of this row here, the middle row. All right, and you're just going to repeat it that way. So I'm going to pause now. And I'm going to finish off this wider one and come back and show you how to take them off the loom. Every one of these are going to come off pretty much the same way off the loom. So once I show you how to take off one size, it's basically the same way for all the sizes. Okay, I'm ready to take it off the loom, and I'm starting off at the end here. And what I'm going to do, now that I have enough to take it off the loom, is I'm going to take the end one. I'm just going to go simply one at a time and pull them through each other. Oh, this focus makes me crazy. So I've got 2 off, and I'm going to pull one through the other, just one at a time. So that they're chaining. And if you know most of my videos, this is a very common way for me to end things. And then we've got the last 2, pull one through the other, and then you've got the last loop. This last loop is where I'm going to put the C-clip, or clip, whichever type of clip you want to use. So let me grab that. if I can find a nice pink one. Yeah, here's a pink one. I'm going to put the pink one through here. And then I'm going to find the opposite side and grab a couple pieces and put it through there and hook it. And then I'm going to find a couple other places as I go along here to hook a couple more C-clips in. So, let me grab a couple more. I'm going to start by going to the opposite side. So I'm going all the way over to the other end of the bracelet, and hooking the ends together, so that way I'll have both ends hooked together. I'm just putting it through a couple places on the ends. Find a couple bands it'll go through. That way both ends are hooked. And this one where I only put it through one on the one side, I'm going to go back and hook it through a couple more bands. So I'm going to open this one back up. And put a couple more bands from this side on. So I want it holding on to more than just one spot. So I've only got 2 spots hooked right now. Then I want to go back, and I'm going to go back and I'm going to get one more clip at least and clip it in the middle here somewhere. So I'm just going to grab a spot somewhere in the middle and put one more clip on. I don't want to put it a bunch of real tight clips on this because it is lacy, and if I do that, then it's going to take away from the lacy look. So I'll just grab some place in the middle here, put it through a couple bands. And then come across to the other side and put it through a couple bands. Right, so it is together, and it's just got a few places that I've hooked it together at. Right, so that's how you're going to put it together. And as you can see, it's pretty much the same kind of look as the Dragonscale, with the spacing, except your spacing is laced. I hope I didn't confuse you too much as far as hooking it together. Just find a couple good spots to put the hooks on and hook it together at the end. I hope that you like this. If you have any questions, let me know. And please check back to my other videos. I will show you how to do this on a fork and how to do the wide one, the single one on the fork and the wider one on 2 forks. Thanks for watching.